Welcome to Cliff Brodsky's next show. He's the author of I Found God in Hollywood, a singer, songwriter, piano player, and owner of Brodsky Entertainment and Rock Man Enough Music Publishing. He's a Renaissance man who specializes in making documentary films, starring in his own reality TV shows, and likes to interview his guests about their lives, philosophies, meaningful stories, and how it all relates to our well-being. Topics discussed range from lifelong career goals, promotion of guest artwork, music, and websites. He loves to entertain and educate his audiences about important subjects that will improve society and humankind during these times of great transformation. Join Cliff today as he discusses our life's purpose and digs deep to uncover our true nature using honesty, humor, and spontaneity. Now kick back, get ready to be inspired, and laugh out loud. Welcome to Cliff Brodsky's next show.
Welcome to Cliff Brodsky's next show. Today, we have a world premiere for the first time ever. Casey. This is Casey Gilbert?
Yes.
Casey Gilbert.
Hi.
Are you related to Melissa Sue Gilbert?
Not that I know of.
No. But you know, what's her name? That singer, Katy Perry.
Yes.
She grew up with Katy Perry.
Fun fact.
Is that true?
It is. Well, we didn't grow up. We weren't besties, but we'd pair up at auditions.
But you knew each other.
We'd pair up at auditions to go over music, mostly because she had more vocal training than I did.
So she could really sing her ass off.
Yeah.
But you can sing.
Yeah.
You get some pipes, huh?
Yeah. They're a little rusty.
Yeah. Wow. That's kind of cool. But now, does she remember you?
I haven't had a chance to.
So when was the last time you saw her as a friend or as a colleague? 10 years ago?
Sound of Music auditions, probably for Santa Barbara Civic Light Opera. No, some audition in Santa Barbara would be
8 years ago.
Yeah, and I've seen her since, but it was not really in a context where it would have been appropriate.
Before she hit big.
Yeah,
she hit big 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, and then I've seen her since, but
was her first song Teenage Love?
I Kissed a Girl.
I kissed a girl and I liked it. Remember that one?
That one, yeah.
Yeah, but there's one right before that.
Oh, I don't know. That was.
But that was 4 or 5 years ago.
You're right.
Oh yeah. That one.
How's that go?
I don't.
We fight, we break up, we kiss, we make up. You're in and you're right.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, that was good. She had a bunch of good ones.
She did. She's a great songwriter.
She still is coming out with
she's hitting her prime.
Yes.
She's still got her stride going.
She's roaring.
Does that look all crooked to you?
Yeah.
It totes.
Totes my goats.
Because it makes it look like I'm the tallest one here.
Yeah, I know. But at least we can fix it. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, sure.
That's front.
Oops.
Maybe we can even pull that in a little bit. No, I think it's cool.
Okay.
Does that look cool to you?
Looks great. I think it looks. I think you just fixed it.
It's a little.
Jackie?
It could be more.
You could move it in.
That way?
So you're
so
yeah.
Jess is not right on the edge.
Yeah. Well, no, not that. You could twist, put it back where it was, and then twist
The other way,
the
like
angle.
that. Boom.
So many variables.
Right?
Boom.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's
that looks better.
Much
Yep.
better.
Does that look better?
Looks
Yeah.
great.
So let's all practice looking at the camera. Ready? So over there. Over there. Over there. Over there. Over there.
I feel like the William
Over
Wegman
there.
dogs.
Over there. Over there. Right. That's a whole bit. See, that's a whole that could be like a 15-second little vine post. And then, what are they doing? They look at the camera. Look at the camera. Oh,
Does anybody know what a vine is exactly?
I just now got really curious about it, so I installed the app on my phone.
What is it?
And it's their little video clips. That's just what they are. But so the thing is, now Instagram has video. So do you post
Twitter has
on
video?
Vine? Do you post on Instagram? Where do you do your video?
Twitter has video,
and then
doesn't
if you have Snapchat, then do you Snapchat it? Because those don't save. And then it's... there's so many social media things that you have to keep up with.
It's a full-time job
and
figuring
then
it out.
this morning I wake up and I
is.
check Facebook and it says that now Instagram has something that is like Snapchat where it disappears once the recipient looks at it. So now...
So you can send nasty pictures and they go away, you can't get bus?
Yeah, well, and that's the whole idea behind Snapchat, but now Instagram has moved in and they're like, hey, well, first they're going to jump on the Vine thing and do video, now they're jumping on the Snapchat thing and doing poof, disappear.
Yeah, they're smart.
Because people are watching porn, they don't want to get popped.
And cheating on their wives and
They're
significant
cheating.
others.
And they don't want a trail. They just want people to see it once and then get out.
So people always add me on Snapchat and they think, oh, I'm going to get like some really hot, sexy photos. Maybe she's going to show me her boobs.
Yeah.
And then I like to keep on guessing it. And then I'll be like, oh, pussy. And it'll be my cat.
Yeah. Of course.
Or like, you know, sometimes if I've got like a really awesome blister from last time I went working out.
You show some
you know,
gross.
and then like, yeah, because I'll be like, ooh, Casey sent me a Snapchat. Oh.
That's
oh,
it.
God,
That's all they
no.
get.
Oh, if somebody asks you for a picture of you in a bra, put your bra on the floor and put a little picture of you in a bra.
Oh, that's cute.
That's a great idea.
And then
You know, and once in a while, you know, I will indulge them with like the sexy bikini. Here's me by the pool.
Something, yeah, just a little
But-
quick little hit.
Yeah, but then those, like, I'm like, oh, you only get to view it because you can set how long they view it for. So that
Oh.
you only get to view that for like 3 seconds.
You
But
can
my
set how long
blister,
they
you
watch
can
it.
look at that for 10.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then you can also do video.
Yeah.
Sometimes mine's just making silly faces, and
Yeah.
sometimes we'll do silly face Snapchats back and forth, my girlfriends and I, and we're sure that the people in Starbucks or on the bus or wherever we happen to be are wondering what the heck we're doing because they're like,
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
watched like 5 hours of Vines last like 2 or 3 days.
Did you really?
Yeah, they were so funny. There was this one of this woman making a mating call.
A mating
A
call.
woman, like a
Like
pretty
in
woman.
heat. Like in heat. Like a cat going.
She, no, she was going like this. Ah!
She was like a bird making a funny mating call.
And then she was laying on the floor with her lips like spit coming out of her face like she's some like mollusk in the ocean.
Wow.
As a mating call.
That's the funniest.
amazing. Yeah, I downloaded it because there was one video that I specifically wanted to see that was some guy messing around with Siri.
What?
And I saw it when somebody else showed it to me. Or no, I think I saw it on an episode of Tosh.0 actually.
Tosh.0.
Yes, and
Wow.
it's a show that's on Comedy Central that is popular, and a lot of my friends watch it. So
It's a good show.
yeah,
I like it.
so yeah.
I didn't get the little one, yeah.
But yeah, so I wanted to see this one video.
Did you guys see that Obama selfie that he took? All over the news, like he was taking like a selfie.
I have a regular one, ready?
Oh, that's
Cute.
nice.
We're like Donnie Marie.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Except not
actually.
Mormon.
Not Mormon. That's great.
Wow, look at you two.
Wow. Like,
Hubba, hubba.
damn.
Hey, the bangs are looking okay.
Jeez, Case, look at
She's
you.
working. You need to get your teeth whitened.
I do.
What are you going to do about that?
I know what to do about that.
You know what? Actually,
Press white strips.
I did one of those at
Those are
home.
really good.
I did one of those
Really
at
good.
home, the LED one where you hold the.
Just like one shade.
And no, it actually the LED one worked really freaking
LED
well.
one.
Yeah, I did it. It's like called Smile Sciences,
You
and you do it
drink
at
a lot of
home.
coffee. That's probably what it is.
I drink a lot of tea.
Yeah.
I am a cute, but I
Your
drink black.
tea-
I do black tea
You're
sometimes.
stained from the black tea.
And
Is
but
that-
now I vape. But yeah,
Well,
I
that's just
think it's
weed.
red wine too. Red wine and black tea. Those are my two.
And the weed, all three just totally corrode
Yeah.
your teeth.
But so, anyway, though, the LED thing, you put these little mouth trays in, and you put this whitening gel, and then you hold an LED light onto it, which is really awesome because you have to hold it there for like a half an hour, and it
Weird.
actually tells you to put like a washcloth or something if you're prone to drooling, and that's me. I'm sitting there, and I've got like, it's like this blue light. And it looks, I'm probably sure it would look really cool because I got like all the drool coming down and it's
drizzling.
probably all blue and lit up. But anyway, then you take it off and you're like,
It really
Wow.
was in one session, in 130
it
minutes.
was amazing. It was, and I need to do it again.
Where do you, is it a place you go? Or is
I
that-
got it online from one of those nifty little Groupon
Do you still
deals.
have it?
I do, but I didn't put the stuff in the refrigerator like you're supposed
dried
to.
out.
And yeah,
I
so
know of a good one. I have to cut you off. Wow. It's called Wow.
well, it must be good if it's called Wow.
Wow.
It's Wow. You try it in the
Oh,
first
is that the thing you're talking about?
Yeah.
The new guy.
It's really good.
White your teeth?
Yeah, well, he has two different products. One that You either spit or you swallow. It's funny.
That's
That's kind of a personal question for my first interview.
Yeah.
Oh my
Do
God.
you spit or swallow?
No, I
Wow.
wasn't asking. I was saying that that's what you do. You have this breath freshener thing that you can spit or swallow, and then there's a teeth whitener.
Wait, whoa! Is this the
Breath
thing that's like
freshener.
it's the alternative to when you can't brush your
Yes.
teeth? I tried
Yes.
this a while ago, several years ago,
Yeah.
when he was just trying
Starting
to
it.
get it like up and off the ground.
Right.
That's the
It's-
thing.
Oh my
It's
gosh!
the wow
I've
thing.
tried it.
Yeah, and he has a teeth whitener that's just like, wow.
Well, I just tried it before he had the whitener, and he just.
Whiteners. I'm gonna get
What a
you
small
one. I'm gonna
world.
get you one
Wow,
seriously.
that's crazy.
Yeah. We're gonna endorse WoW.
Wow!
WoW's gonna be our
wow!
sponsor.
We should get
Wow!
Yeah.
Ready? All together, ready?
Wow.
Wow! Wow!
We need to sell WoW.
Wow!
And you know what WoW upside down is?
Mom.
Oh.
I didn't know
And
that.
you know what WoW spelled backwards is?
Wow!
Huh.
Wow.
Whoa.
Because it's a palindrome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it's called,
And-
the palindrome.
And then in the pager days, 303.
Yep. Do you know what Hera
Wow.
spelled backwards is?
Hera.
H-A-R-R-A-H.
Huh.
Do you know what Skizix spelled backwards is? Skizix.
I didn't know.
S-K-I-Z-Z-I-K-S.
They have whole phrases of palindromes, but
How do you know about palindromes?
Okay.
I knew she had some hidden talents.
She's so
I can't
smart.
come up with any of them right now.
I can't believe you know that word.
Palindrome?
I did not.
Yeah, palindrome.
I forgot that like
That's
from like, years
crazy.
ago.
That's cool.
My
Yeah.
mom liked to use really big words when I was young, and I'd be like,
Really?
"What's that? Look it up."
You always look.
We had an American
Dictionary.
Heritage Dictionary like at the ready.
So you know all kinds of words.
Yeah, I'm a little rusty since I stopped doing crosswords,
Right.
since I don't get a physical paper
Do
anymore.
you know what anti-disestablishmentarianism is?
Longest word.
Second longest word.
Yeah.
Isn't it 45 characters?
It's the longest word, but then pneumona ultramicroscopic silicovolcaniconiosis is the longest scientific word.
Yeah, and you know, I've heard the second
Nice.
longest word, but not the first. But I couldn't tell you.
Well, do you know what anti-disestablishmentarianism means?
No,
I think I do know.
I feel like I've looked it up, but it wasn't one of the ones.
Well, first you have to spell it. A-N-T-I-D-I-S-S-C-B-L-S-H-M-E-T-R-N-I-S-M. And I've memorized how to say it really fast.
Wow.
And you can slow it down. It's about the establishment. And people who follow the establishment are establishmentarians. And they believe in establishmentarianism. And then there's some people who are against the establishment. They're called the disestablishmentarians.
So the people who are against.
They believe in they believe in disestablishmentarianism, and then there's people against them who aren't establishmentarians. They're the anti-disestablishmentarians, and they're the anti-disestablishmentarianism. That's what they believe.
They're like the atheists
Wow.
of establishmentarianism.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of BS because
Totally.
it absolutely means nothing.
They
but
just need a lot of syllables so they can feel good about themselves.
it's like Did you ever see The Life of Brian?
No.
The
Oh,
movie?
yes, but not for
The
a
Monty
long
Python movie?
time. I think I actually haven't. Maybe I'll have to watch that when I go home.
There's a scene when Jesus is up on the cross, dying, and then there's a group called the Judean People's Front, the JPF, and they're coming to rescue him. And they're like, well, we've rallied, Jesus, we're coming to take you down. He's like, great, hurry up, man, I'm just dying up here. And they're like, okay, right, we're just getting organized, right. And then another group comes by, they're the People's Front of Judea, the PFJ.
Huh.
And then they're going, wait a minute, we're the JPF. Because, well, we're the PFJ. Well, we were here first. They're fighting over who's going to rescue Jesus, right? And then the third group comes, the Front of Judean People, the FJP show up, whatever, and then they're going, wait a minute, the PFJ's here, the JPF and the FPJ are here, and they're like, you know what? Forget Jesus, let's go get a beer. And they all just leave him there. They go to the pub. They weren't really there to rescue Jesus. They were there to get credit for the group that rescued him. And then once they realized there was other groups, they were like, the gig's over. So screw Jesus.
Is that what happened with Bin Laden?
Yeah, Bin Laden, there's no evidence that he's been killed. There's no photos of it. His burial was at sea, so there's no body. It's just, we were told that by criminals.
I
So
like the
why
fact
don't
that they
tell
told
us?
us what kind of porn they found in the bunker.
Yeah, somehow they know. What are they like? bondage.
They actually like name dropped a couple of them. I don't remember now, but I'm like, okay, how much did you have to pay for that advertising?
That's so funny. The
Wait,
four people
what-
got in on Bin Laden's death.
What kind of porn was
Jenna
it?
Jameson, I
I
bet.
don't remember, but I was
Jenna
like,
Jameson's
that's
the best.
funny. Well,
Who's the best?
I guess if I was going to be in a bunker for a long time, I'd need a stockpile of porn
I mean-
too.
Yeah, I would.
I didn't have the internet ready.
Yeah, you gotta have your stuff. I mean, I have my doubts because Bin Laden was a CIA trained
Operative.
operative,
It's true.
and his family worked with the Bush family back in the early 2000s.
Oh my.
And the Bin Laden family works closely with the Carlyle Group, which is also works closely with the Bush family. And the Carlyle Group is a construction company that builds during wartime infrastructure, buildings and
It's true.
bridges. So they only make money when there's war. So they like to create wars so they have a gig. That's their job, is to fix infrastructure so if that bridge ain't broken, let's blow it up. Well, let's get terrorists to blow it up. So they create a fake enemy.
Wow.
The whole thing staged. There is no Al Qaeda, and Bin Laden had nothing to do with 9/11.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
yes, I did know that. And,
True. Did you know
Yeah.
that?
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a good business if
When
you're
I was
cook.
in New
It's
York,
a great
you know,
business.
Great business.
my
Well,
mom
right.
went to go see the whole Ground Zero thing, and
Right.
yes, it's very sad, and yes, I want
Terrible.
to acknowledge the people who lost their lives and the great tragedy,
Terrible.
but at the same
They're
time,
incinerated and murdered.
I have a hard time with the fact that this was just something that was kind of like didn't
What?
really need to happen.
That's true.
Like
Well, why did it happen?
for fiscal reasons, shall we say?
So why would George Bush and Dick Cheney personally have bombs installed to blow up those buildings and use planes as a decoy? What's the motive?
Because, well, first of all, it generates fear in people, and it makes
Right.
people, think like,
Easily
oh,
to be controlled.
maybe we need to stockpile on
Yeah.
things, maybe, and makes people join the army because they're like, I need to go defend my country,
They create
and
an enemy, so they need money,
yeah, so
resources for war.
and I don't have a huge understanding of politics and economics, but with my basic knowledge, it just seems like kind of a logical move. And
Very logical.
I've also seen
Very logical move.
a couple controlled building demolitions,
Yeah.
and those are very clearly implosions.
Yeah, they're implosions. They just go straight down in a neat little pile.
Yeah,
How's that work?
and I just find it really hard to believe that these massive structures that
We're hitting the way on the top by a fire.
and have endured these crazy winds and hurricanes
Yeah.
and things like
Huge impacts from a plane.
yeah. I mean,
but somehow they went straight down a pile in the basement.
and in a
little
nice, all neat little.
all the eyewitnesses, all the police, and all the firemen said there were bombs going off in the basement.
Yeah, so
Now, how would bombs go off in the basement if it was by a plane 100 stories high?
yeah, and I mean, it certainly wouldn't be the first time in our country's history that there's been some sort of
Staged fake attack.
Yeah, let's talk about JFK action. The two ladies that were
Yeah.
in the stairwell said no one else was in that stairwell with them. Nobody came running downstairs. So what, did he just bail out a window?
Where'd he go?
Yeah, like
He just vaporized in thin air?
yeah,
The shooter, you mean?
Yeah, Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah.
But so, and even the
In Vietnam.
former vice president and first lady said that they very clearly heard 2 shots. And it's supposed to be the same bullet that hit both the president and the vice president. The one that went through Kennedy supposedly is the one that hit. Is it vice president or the senator? Who was in the car with him?
I don't know.
But the guy who was sitting in the front seat, it went through his hand. And when a bullet goes through something, it tends to,
Wiggle,
the
well,
yaw.
It goes a little off.
Yeah,
it goes a little
because-
off course, sure.
Yeah, and
Unless it was just a minor flesh wound.
but the bullet that hit him supposedly went through Kennedy first. So it couldn't have gone in a straight line. If it went through another person, it would have.
Unless it was a very high-powered rifle.
But they've done recreations where they use the gelatin that they use to mock flesh.
Like ballistics
Really?
testing,
Yeah,
sure.
and every single time the bullet yaws. There's not a single time
We'll go
using the
straight.
same full metal jacket bullets that they used
Right.
or that they recovered.
So they retested it, and there's just no way it could have gone in a straight line.
Yeah. And
Also-
in the recent anniversary, they've had actually a lot of specials on it. So I've been,
Right. So there was a second shooter.
yes.
There's evidence that's going to come out in, I think, 35 years from now, that they said.
Really.
They can't release it for 35 years.
Until all the people who did it are out of
Dead.
yeah.
Somehow.
It's
Yeah.
some kind of crazy.
In 35 years, they're going to release the actual
I hope
report.
the truth comes out behind 9/11 soon, so that we can discredit the Bush family and the whole Dick Cheney, the whole team of people who intentionally sacrificed our own American people
Yep.
and blamed
Domestic terror.
domestic terror, and they blamed a fake organization from guys in a cave that were somehow guys in a cave were able to make the whole all the F-16s, the whole NORAD, the whole Eastern Seaboard air defense system stand down.
Right.
And
How are they able
supposedly a bunch of
that?
the military
Really? They did
bases
that?
over there, they were scheduled to have a training exercise very similar.
The same day.
Yeah, and
So the F-16s were scrambled, and they were like in Virginia and Canada, so there weren't any F-16s. The entire Eastern Seaboard was wide open.
yeah, so I mean,
Almost like
there's
it was like planned.
yeah, there's so many things that just kind of leave me scratching my head. And at first, when it first happened, maybe because I was a little bit younger, and
Yeah, you-
just kind of believed.
How old were you
things.
when it happened?
I was a senior in high school, and I was driving from my mom's place in Cedar City
Yeah.
to school in St. George, and my car only had radio, and I'm like half asleep, and I'm sitting there like fumbling. I'm like, why is everybody talking? Why can't I get music?
Yeah, it was supposed to.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, well, maybe there's something in I hear the tone of people's
They
voices,
sound very serious.
and I'm like, huh. So I stopped to listen, and I literally pull my car over, and I'm just like,
What?
what
New York City was attacked
is
by
going on?
terrorists?
The Pentagon had a plane fly into the corner. Like,
What?
what is going on here? And then I'm just like, thank God I'm out here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Is because my first thought is, oh my gosh,
They're gonna
like
come
the
get
world is
us.
about to fall apart.
Totally. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, because being a senior in high school, I'm just thinking about this is America. Nothing could ever
Nothing
happen
could
to us in
ever happen to
America.
us. We're so
because
bad.
that's what you get taught.
That's
in
what we
public
think.
School and yeah. So then, everybody's really sad once I get to school and they pull us all into the dance studio and we're all watching it on TV together. And I think they ended up sending us home.
Well, yeah. I mean, the whole country was shut down. They couldn't fly for a couple days.
Yeah.
And the Pentagon wasn't even hit by a plane.
Yeah, it was like a little missile thing.
Yeah.
And the only part of the building that had been structurally reinforced.
The only part of the entire building had been reinforced for incredible explosives, and they said a giant airplane crashed through the second floor, and there's a photo of just a 16-foot round hole.
Blink.
That's exact same size as a cruise missile, a Tomahawk cruise
And
missile.
there's no photos, no videos, except for there's one where it looks like you can see what looks kind of like a little missile.
Yeah, all you can see is like 4 frames of this really low res thing, and something flying really fast. You can't see a plane going into the building.
Yeah, there's no like, ooh.
Yeah, you don't see it, and where's the 6,000-pound Pratt and Whitney Rolls-Royce titanium steel reinforced engines? Where
Did all that debris?
The official report is the intense heat from the fire vaporized it into gas.
Right.
Really?
Because that happens all the time in science.
But let me ask you this:
With machines.
it was so hot it melted. 6,000 degree melting point of steel and titanium, but 100 feet away they found paper passports. Really?
Yes, exactly.
They found people's teeth and skin and fingerprints 100 feet away from this inferno, and somehow they found passports of the terrorists that did it. Wow, it's almost like they planted the evidence right nearby.
Look at this! Look what I found!
Look!
Yeah.
And the fact that they were able to get away with it just shows you how stupid The average American person. So if you're one of those stupid people watching this show, suck my dick, motherfucker.
It's time for you to stop being a sheep, stop following the herd,
Yeah.
and think for yourselves, and maybe just, I don't know.
Yeah. Get off the crack, pull your head out of your ass, and pay attention, because they're not going to come and get us. They're coming for you, man,
Yeah.
and your family.
But don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean that I don't have a closet stocked up with emergency supplies.
What do you have as prepared?
Okay, well actually it's a little sparse right now because I had to bust into
I have a
the
backpack
canned
of
goods.
3-day supply of food and water.
You got
Ready to go.
your bailout
I
bag.
have my red backpack of 3-day supply of food.
But I just
I got
think
ammo, and I got 9mm, and I put my backpack, and I got my gun, and I get on my scooter so I can get out of town.
I think it's just smart though because we live in California where we have earthquakes
And
too.
you know what's cool about having a
which
scooter?
could happen.
You know what's cool about having the scooter?
What?
If there's a traffic's all wrecked and everything, you can get out of town.
You can
Plus,
maneuver.
there's only room for one small girl in the back seat.
So if you have to repopulate the earth,
I need a woman with hips and breasts for food, and
yeah.
and that's it. They just have to be able to shoot straight and procreate.
Great.
That's my motto. Shoot straight, procreate.
You know, it's kind of funny, but like my little locker at the club
I
used
need
to
to
have a
shoot
little
straight. They need to
bailout.
procreate. What?
My locker at the club used to have even like a little like in case of emergency I had like a couple cans and some bottled
Yeah.
water and a couple
Yeah.
granola bars and a
Anything.
flashlight.
Sure.
And
a
I
knife.
sometimes at work when I'm bored I start putting
Matches.
together my survival team. I'm like, all right, well she's the one that we're gonna use decoy as bait.
Yeah.
'Cause she's gonna be one of the first ones to
They're gonna
go.
get her first. Yeah, we'll sacrifice her. Then try to find some big kind of guy that can
Oh
protect
wait,
you.
she's a nurse during the day, so we need her. She's gonna be our
She
medical
knows how to do
expert.
wounds.
Yeah, and then
Triage.
the
What about
bar
a carpenter? Someone who's good with their hands with wood, so we
Well-
can build you a fort.
that'll be our manager. He's manager and head bouncer definitely on the team.
We need security.
DJ, not too sure what
You can
his
live without
role
DJ.
is gonna be
You can live
yet.
without Snoop Dogg.
Sorry, Raul, but
Sorry, Raul. We don't need y'all. We need security. We need people who can grow food.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Farmers.
I'm sure there's a couple girls in the club that have a little bit of a green thumb,
Yeah,
so to
we some green thumb.
speak.
You know what we need to do? We need to interview all the girls in the club who have some kind of skill besides dancing.
And do the stripper zombie survival team.
We need a stripper zombie survival
That's a great idea.
team. That's genius!
Oh my gosh, and then we're gonna get together with what's that big video game studio that's out here, and I bet we could even get a video game,
What?
and we could have characters after us.
What video game style?
There's like a big
Like
video
Pokemon?
game.
No.
There's a big video game
Activision,
studio
EA
out
Sports.
here. Oh, I can't remember what it's called right now. I was
But
just
it makes video games?
yeah,
And why would they want stripper zombies?
because wouldn't that make a pretty cool video game?
Great,
You can
especially
do
Make a
whatever.
great movie.
Yeah,
Get a bigger movie and a
we could have
video
a whole
game.
franchise going.
Franchise,
here.
videos, webisodes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who
Oh,
doesn't
man.
want to see hot chicks who are into survival?
this
Because
is a great idea.
here's the thing, guys. When the shit hits the fan, the grid goes down. Who do you want to hang out with? Plain Jane? Oh, thank you.
Or hot chicks with guns and survival skills.
That's what I'm saying. You got a gun?
No, but I do have.
Do you know how to shoot?
I do know how to shoot.
What do you know how to shoot?
A long barrel 22, and I've
22.
shot a Glock 40, but that
He's got a
was a
Glock 40.
lot of.
He owns a Glock 40.
I was not prepared for the kick.
You know what? I want you guys to sit right here. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna bring a few pieces.
Okay. Oh boy, I didn't know I was gonna get to play with guns today.
Okay, hold this. So today we have some weapons we want to show. So we're going to be doing hot chicks and survival. Now this is called an SKS.
SKS. Got that, ladies?
Now show it like this so you can see the and this shoots very similar to a 308 round. It's actually like a 7.69 round, but it's a very big, burly, top loaded. Goes in the top, and it holds like 10 rounds. And look at this.
This thing's heavy.
I know it's heavy duty. It's a heavy duty piece of wood.
I feel like it weighs like probably like.
Look at that. It's got a bayonet.
Oh.
You know what?
Good for killing zombies.
You run out of bullets. Guess what you do? You stab them.
Stab. I like this.
Believe me, when the shit hits the fan, you're gonna be glad you got one of these little bastards.
I
I
am.
love that so
This is,
much.
this is like a World War II style, and it's still very. They use this in Yugoslavia. They use this. It's very accurate, and it's inexpensive, and it's just like, boom, man! It's just takes people out.
What caliber is that?
It's very similar to a 308, which is 30-06, which is big.
30-06 is at my friend's show.
It's a big bullet. Like it'll stop a charging rhino.
Yeah, they didn't let me shoot that one because they said it would probably like knock me on my ass.
No, there's other ones. This isn't that big of a kick. Remember this one?
It's beautiful.
It's not that big of a kick because it's kind of heavy.
Yeah.
But it's not really a girl gun.
Yeah.
Now this one, check out this one. Hold this.
This one looks like the ones that they have in Israel.
This is called an M16. It's an AR-15 style, which is the assault rifle family, and this is the M16 model.
Okay.
Which is this is the standard issue with the handle, and then you get the rail for you can put a sight on it, and you can put a grenade launcher on it.
Oh.
But this is the typical like Vietnam American infantry soldier uses this.
Okay.
And they know how to take these apart. You pull this back.
Well, you know, the ones they have in Israel, I think they're like an AK.
Yeah. Well, they have the Uzi,
Yeah.
and then they got the AK-47s and the Kalashnikovs.
But I feel like.
But this is a great because it's got the pistol grip. You know, it's got that. You know.
Yeah.
Semper Fi, motherfucker.
That's.
Boom.
Oh, it fits you great.
It fits me great, and it's.
It really does.
And we're gonna get you a shorter like M4 style with a folding, but some of fold in half where it's like it can fit in your backpack.
Can I get one that's pink with Hello Kitty on it?
They have pink assault rifles.
Do they?
They do.
Wow.
Believe me, they thought of everything. You can even get ones like this that have different frames. You can get like kind of greenish, kind of gray ones, and
Love it.
I'd actually
black.
be more of a fan of like the turquoise, like Robin Zane's blue.
we can do a turquoise color.
That'd be hot. Or
Yep.
purple.
Purple would be sick.
Would be sweet.
Either lavender or like an. Oh, we could do eggplant and it could match my hair.
So you know, this is just hey.
Wow.
Up close and personal.
Yeah, so this is what we do, guys. It's not just about strippers, guys. It's about guns
Hell yeah.
and strippers. No. So whatever. So what was your idea? You want to have stripper zombie survivalists?
Yeah, but I mean,
Are they zombies or are they survivalists who fight zombies?
Not just stripper survivalists. Essentially, we'd
Stripper
like to be able to
survivalists.
survive anything. But I think for the video game purpose, or for, you know, if we were to do a movie, zombies seem to be a popular.
Well,
theme.
what if they were the survivalists and then there were zombies of all the fat girls who didn't get into the club?
Oh yeah, like the
You know what I mean?
rejects.
The rejects who
The
couldn't.
B squad.
The B squad, yeah, the B squads they're angry at the strippers because they didn't get the gig.
Or it could be like,
Right.
well, because at work I jokingly say we've got the A squad and the B squad. It could be the B
At work,
squad
too?
that's mad that the A squad's making all the money because
The B squad at work, they become the zombies.
Yes, they get infected because they dance with the nasty customers that we don't want to dance with.
They get the
No,
nasty
I don't want to dance with you. You're gross. And then one of them like tries to like bite her while she's dancing, and all of a sudden it turns into this festering wound. And then all of a
That's
sudden
how it
she's
first
like,
happened.
brains! And so they can be like at the tip rail, and they can be like dancing one moment, and then like, ah! And there's the next one, and be like, oh my god, we gotta do something! And there's lots of running in slow motion.
Yeah, and then you come up and you just start stabbing these.
Because I
it.
happen to have this in my locker.
You know what would be cool? If you stab the B, what do they call it? The B roll? No, the B.
The B squad.
The B squad, you stab them in the boobs and you pop their boobs.
Oh
boom,
yeah, pop, pop.
Pop,
And the
pop.
song is like. Blah, blah, blah.
And all the goo starts oozing out.
That's a great idea. I have to say, that's a
That's
really
cool.
good idea. I like it a lot.
All right.
I like where we're going with this.
That's cool. That's a fun idea.
Okay, copyrighted. This is our verbal copyright trademark.
Oh, wait, I want to say one more thing.
What do you want to say
I
about this
was-
rifle?
Well, I was just saying these rifles are very necessary things.
They're
there's-
important for survival.
There's real evil in the world.
There's real evil, and we need to defend ourselves from people because they have the same guns.
There's real evil, and
You don't want to be sitting duck.
I was just in Israel, and they're teaching kids now. They're giving out
Children.
No, they're giving out pamphlets on what to do if a nuke hits Israel.
Oh yeah, did you get a chance to go to
Little
Sderot?
kids. Yeah.
Oh man.
They have it looks like, and,
Yeah.
and the illustration of this kid on this little pamphlet that they give out. It's this happy little kid with a heavy backpack and a hard hat with a light
Yeah.
and a medic kit, and
Yeah.
they're teaching kids
How to survive? Like, where do you go and how to
what happens if all the first responders are wiped
dead?
out.
Yeah, where do you go? You have to go underground, right?
I don't know what they have to do, but it's
Instead-
atrocious. It's
Yeah, you have
atrocious.
to go underground, go to a bunker, and you have to find you know.
In Sderot, every house has a shelter built into
Yeah.
it, and like the playgrounds there have bomb shelters on the playgrounds, and
Everywhere.
so
You
if
need bomb
hear,
shelters.
But like Sderot, especially there's no bus stop. There's
No.
bomb shelters.
Really?
And
Damn.
so I think it was the JNF just built a fully
man.
indoor,
That's the world we live in.
fully like structurally sound indoor recreation center for all the kids of Sderot. So they have a place where they can like go play a game of basketball and not have it be interrupted by air sirens going off.
Wow.
And you know
Where is this?
in Sderot in Israel.
Yeah, but where is that near? Is it
It's like up in the
North?
desert area. I think they're Sderot north or south. Well, you're only talking about a state or city or country that's the size of New
It's
Jersey.
small.
I'm trying
It's a
to
little
think.
place.
We went there.
Little
I'm
place.
trying to think where we went in the
6
trip.
million people live there? 5 million?
6 million.
But so it's out in the desert, and it's I want to say
East, maybe.
yeah. Well, it's definitely east,
It's not on
but
the coast.
I want to say it's maybe further
That makes
south.
sense.
Um,
You were there?
yeah, it's in the middle
When
of
did
the
you go?
Negev. Well, I went on my birthright trip, and then I extended for another 2 weeks.
So she did the birthright trip.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then I extended for 2 weeks, and I stayed on a kibbutz that was on the western slope of the Golan Heights.
Wow.
And actually, the kibbutz I was on is where, like, part of the kibbutz is the original Syrian-Israeli border from,
Yeah.
like, 56 or, yeah.
Oh, I was
57.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so I actually
Cool.
went up and hung out in what was an old, like, bunker
Yeah,
from
Underground.
the original, and, like, a lookout
50s.
area from the original
Cold War.
Israeli-Syrian
Yeah,
border.
Syrian War.
But now it's moved further east.
Yeah, they keep expanding.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you 100% Jewish?
No.
50?
Quarter.
Is your mom Jewish?
Yes, but through her father, so I'm technically not.
Yeah, but they let you in anyway because...
Yes, because that's what I pick as my religious affiliation,
so-
and I did have a temple in Santa Barbara
Yeah.
that I was a part of. Hillel, because my mom could not afford the dues for us to be a part of the
Expensive.
the real temple. But fortunately, by the time I was an adult, we
Yeah.
actually were no longer having services in a Catholic church. We actually had our own synagogue,
Wow.
which was awesome
nice.
to be a
Yeah.
part of the growth of
Yeah.
the
The spread of
facility.
Judaism.
And yeah,
Do you still go... Do you still do Shabbat and stuff? Or?
I should, especially since I live within walking distance of the Wilshire Boulevard
Walking
Temple.
distance.
And last time that I attended, the service was led by somebody that I grew up with from
Oh.
fourth grade
Wow.
on. I had not seen him since high school, and I walk in, I'm like, Bo Shapiro? You're my rabbi?
What? That's so funny. You said I had not seen him, and I thought, Nazi? Like,
Oh,
like not seen him. I was like... Because if you said it slowly, I had not seen him. Nazi.
Cliff, you're such a character.
my.
So I just picked that up. I don't know how that happened. All right. Well, we're gonna pass. And we're gonna move on from the Jews
Next subject.
and the zombies. We're gonna wrap up because I'm getting kind of warm. I don't know what I'm getting all hot.
Great.
Because I'm sitting next to you.
Maybe it's because of you, but I think it's because of tea. And I'm just
Yeah.
I just feel a little weird. I don't know.
You said you were verklempt earlier.
I'm still a little bit clamped, and I had my flu shots the other day.
You're still pissed.
So maybe you're having a little.
They shot me up. They shot me up like unreal, man. And they when you get your flu shot, they give you a little virus, so you get a little sick after.
Oh,
So,
wow, that's true. Huh?
so I
I've
feel
never
like-
gotten a flu shot.
I'm never doing it again.
Knock on wood.
I'm
Yeah,
not- I'm
my
no more
dad always
shots.
says not to.
Yeah, I don't
You know
like
what?
shots.
They just tricked me. I was just there for a routine thing. They go, oh, it's time for your shots. I'm like, what? They go, I was like, ah, and
Oh, no way.
no, I just wasn't paying attention.
Damn.
But so that's why I'm a little verklempt.
I'm feeling for Clem
I'm feeling a bit
too.
of a spielkus.
I have not actually gotten the flu since I can't remember. Usually if I get sick, it's a little cold.
Yeah.
And then if I don't take care of myself, if I work too hard, it turns into bronchitis or like more of like sinus infection thing.
So there's really nothing wrong with you
But even, yeah,
except your teeth.
yeah, my teeth. But
Little teeth, little.
yeah, I have bad teeth on both sides.
They're not bad teeth.
No, but like both of my parents don't have good teeth, and they're both
They're
more,
not bad
but
teeth.
they're both more yellow.
They're just
I
a
got
little
really
gray.
great genes, but the teeth is the one weakness. Oh, and I had braces twice though, and I've had full jaw surgery, so I got titanium up
You had
in
jaw
here.
surgery?
For what?
Because I had a really bad overbite, and like, they were gonna
Oh.
like grind. My teeth are gonna like grind down.
They took apart your face?
Yeah, I got titanium.
No way.
They
Are you
did-
serious?
Did they go in? What?
See all that like white stuff? That's
Yeah.
all scarred.
So they went in through the inside.
Uh huh.
No way.
And then open it up.
Did you get any pictures of it at least? Video?
You know,
Oh, wow.
my mom might have
That would've been
some
sick.
of me afterwards, and my face was like.
How
this
old were you? Like
big.
10?
I was 16.
Oh, you poor thing. That's
The only
traumatic.
scar that I
Nice.
have, I actually don't
You go through your
remember
nose?
much.
No.
The only scar I have is right here, this little dot.
What did
They
you
put a screw in there because they detach all of the soft tissue from the hard tissue, and so that's how they like measure to make sure you don't come out looking like Picasso painting.
Oh, really?
You did
Yeah.
some serious work, reconstructive surgery.
Yes. You can opt to have them put like, you want to look like, I'm sure now the girls are like, I want to look like Kim Kardashian. So now
That's
they're waking
so
up with
weird.
like all these like
You don't
implants
want
and
that.
stuff. Oh no, I was like, just work with what you've got
Yeah.
going on in there. Like if you have to put something in for it to
Dang.
work,
Yeah.
but otherwise,
Did they do your lips? That's natural.
no, these are all mine.
Wait a minute.
They're all mine.
I was gonna say there's something up your lips. Is that natural?
Yeah,
So they curls up though, kind of.
yeah. My mom has that too.
It's always kind
It's
of like this.
yeah.
Uh,
Mhm.
She's doing a thing with her lips.
Yeah. No, my mom has the exact same thing. It's so funny. That's how you can tell that she's really my mom. Like,
She got the same upper lip
Yes.
thing.
and
That's
then
cute.
yes, I think I got more of my grandmother though than my mom. Like
Maybe.
otherwise, like our lips are pretty much the only thing,
Our
and our
lips are sealed.
personality.
Our lips are
Yeah.
sealed.
Yeah. Otherwise, I look. They call me Little Mary Jane.
Little Mary. She's the Mary Jane girl for our video.
Huh.
We wrote a song called Sweet Mary Jane.
Really?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lovely way
She
to
can
honor
be
my
in the
grandmother.
video.
She should be in it.
I want you to be in the video.
I would love
Yeah, she could go.
that.
She can be the Mary
Mary
Jane.
Seriously.
Wow.
Shoot my grandmother's toes
Awesome.
go.
So remember, you heard it here first. This is our idea is going to turn into a reality. We're going to finish the song and we're going to have you dance in the video.
I would be honored.
That'd be great.
Just dance around and be Mary Jane.
Yeah, like a silhouette kind of
Yeah.
And
thing.
have you be driving around like
Still see you, of course.
we'll get like an old car, like an old muscle car.
My grandmother used to have, I think it was a '69 gold Cadillac.
We'll get an old car like that and have you like go over a cliff and just get out and the car goes flying like in Thelma and Louise when the car goes over the cliff.
Oh,
Or
really?
somehow she just
Or Harold and Maude.
Harold and Maude.
My
That's
favorite movie.
that's so funny you said that. I'm like living that life for real right now. With you know who.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You're never gonna believe it.
Oh, it's true.
There's a whole when the cameras go off I'll tell you a story. But I have a range. My female range is basically any age really. That's
As long as you're legal.
yeah. I think 21 and up. Because if you're under 21, it's weird to be like, oh, I can't go to club.
You don't want to go
Yeah.
have a
If they're
cocktail.
22, but if they're like 22 or 23, that's like a grown up
Oh,
woman.
definitely.
When you were 23, you were like fully grown up and you knew what was up.
On Birthright, they have two trips. They've got the younger trip, which is 18 to 22.
Mm-hmm.
And then the older trip is 22 and up, because the younger trip, you don't get like as much freedom. But once
Right.
you're 22, they let you go out.
Anywhere you want. There's no liability.
Yeah.
You're legal to do whatever you want to do.
They say you're not supposed to drink unless it's a group activity, but basically they're like, you guys have been able to drink for a year now. If you guys can't wake up for programming, we'll send you home, but otherwise we expect you to be adults.
Just
Just
show
like-
up.
yeah.
Just show up. Just don't get too
We don't care if you're hungover, but just make sure you're there.
Just show up. Simple as that. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Cliff Bronski's Next Show with my special co-host, Casey Gilbert. Tell the people how it went.
I think it went pretty well. I'm still getting used to this whole 3-camera
Yeah.
thing.
But you feel like it was kind of easy, not a problem, that you were like, oh my god, what am I going to say?
Oh no, it's just fun. It's just like hanging out.
It's just like hanging out.
Just like hanging out.
What do you want to tell the girls back to the shop?
You better start brushing up on those survival skills, lady, because we're coming for you.
JL?
Peace and love. Stay beautiful out there.
Peace
Yeah.
and love while he's got that.
Well, good to see.
F-16. Don't hack me, Chinik.
What's that?
It's basically, don't bug me.
You're bugging me, man.
Don't hack me on Chinik.
Don't be a yenta.
Drive me pakakta.
We'll see you later, people.
See you
Peace out.
later, peeps.
Till
Peace and
next
love.
time.